favor that only you can provide.
That's something that the BCPD should find out.
I wish you knew the Brooklyn that I do.
It's not enough, but it's all I can do.
Tell me that you want the same thing. It's just one thing holding me back.
Come on, Lucky, you gotta stay with me.
General Hospital spoilers. Willow's codependency crisis. Nina and Caerly fuel the fire. General Hospital spoilers boast Willow Corinthos, Katelyn MacMullen, feels like she has committed to divorcing her husband, Michael Corinthos, Chad Jewell. But the leeway Nina Reeves, Cynthis Watros, stepped in and pushed for with Martin Marty Grey, Michael E. Knight paints a different story. As long as Willow feels like her marriage is in purgatory, she will convince herself that moving forward with Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Mathison, is safer because she hasn't fully detached from that old life she may try to fall back on. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you all? I hope you are doing well. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. She won't really have to let go of Michael until she has a new, stable place to land, right? Perhaps, but the more that Nina and Caerly Spencer, Wright, try to interfere, the more they might push her right into Drew's arms. General Hospital spoilers. This isn't a new pattern of behavior. Willow has been codependent for as long as we've known her, and only Michael has really come to realize that in recent months. From life in a cult with her mother being her only friend, to leaning into an instant family with Michael, to using Chase, to falling for Drew's hero act and now clinging to it in the wake of her marriage falling apart, Willow hasn't spent much time on her own 2 feet without relying on someone else for support. Does she have what it takes to break ties with Drew when every sign this is a bad move is staring her in the face? Spoilers gush. Nina and Caerly push too hard. With good intentions to make things better and push Willow to see the light, Caerly and Nina just might push her further into Drew's arms when they try to pick him apart and highlight his every flaw. Failing to see that the real problem is Willow's lack of security and trust in herself, they'll see diminishing Drew as the way to get her to wake up, instead of helping her to feel secure without him. The result may blow back in their faces, leaving them with an even further shattered family dynamic than before. General Hospital spoilers. Fear is a powerful motivator. Unfortunately for Willow, years of growing up watching her mother, Harmony Miller, Inga Quadranel, embrace codependent relationships left her searching for the same. Looking back on it, it's surprising that Willow would have even wanted to give her child up for adoption, but she did so because she thought it would be safer for him, even though it obviously left her a wreck. The same fear that pushed her to do what was in the best interest of her child then could push her to do what is best for her children today. But who's to say what is best for them if Willow gets stuck in analysis paralysis and can't make that decision? The more that Michael's family barrels down on her, and the more Nina agrees with them, the more she may feel Drew is her only safe haven. Will they lose her and the kids forever, despite their good intentions? Stay tuned for more GH news and spoilers to find out. General Hospital week of February 24th update. Caerly's plea to Willow, Jason's cop drama, Drew under fire. General Hospital GH spoilers update for the week of February 24 to 28 reveals that Caerly Spencer, Wright, will deliver a plea to Willow Corinthos, Katelyn MacMullen, while Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, deals with some cop drama. Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Mathison, will also end up under fire, so let's talk about what's coming up in Port Charles. At GH, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, will prove he's a good friend when he stops by following Lucky Spencer's, Jonathan Jackson, emergency. Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, will give Sonny the scoop and fret since she'll assume Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober, is still out there. However, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, may become increasingly convinced that Cyrus vanished because he's deceased. It looks like there may be some clues that steer Anna toward thinking Jason is guilty. As for Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, he'll deepen his bond with Caerly, but she won't realize he's keeping some massive secrets from her. Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, was instructed to stay silent about what happened at the cabin, but she'll get nervous around Trina Robinson, Tayana Ali, and perhaps even more anxious around Caerly. Jason's going to deal with some cop drama, which may be exactly what Brennan has in mind. It could take suspicion off Jocelyn at the PCPD and help Brennan corner her into doing what he wants. However, Jocelyn could go rogue if Brennan isn't careful since she's on the verge of a life-changing decision. Seeing Jason get grilled and potentially face jail time may be too much for Joss to take. Jocelyn may be tempted to come clean about killing Cyrus herself, which Brennan wouldn't approve of. Instead, Brennan might promise he can guarantee Jason's freedom if Jocelyn will lock in a deal to train for the WSB. No matter what Jocelyn decides, she's going to make a move that could change her life permanently. Caerly will face some Jocelyn-related shockers soon, but let's focus on her plea to Willow for a moment. Willow turned down Drew's offer to move in with him, so Caerly may be relieved to hear that. Even so, Caerly may worry about the potential for Willow to change her mind. We'll see Caerly try to open Willow's eyes to the kind of person Drew really is, but she may not make any progress. Nina Reeves, Cynthis Watros, will also infuriate Drew with a visit to his house, where she'll berate him and perhaps put a sneaky plan in motion. Could Nina plant a listening device or at least do some snooping? As for Tracy Quartermaine, she'll focus on a Drew takedown plot of her own. Tracy will scheme and catch Drew off guard when she makes a power play against him. While Ava Jerome, Maura West, and Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, clash in a big way, Trina and Kai Taylor's, Jens Austen Astrup, budding relationship will continue to flourish. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Baganos, and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, will also take the next steps on their path to falling for each other. Elsewhere, Lois Chirulo, Rena Sofer, will find out Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seddon, spilled to Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, about the baby she gave up for adoption. Brooklyn will think it's a relief to have it out in the open, especially since Chase was so understanding. Lois, on the other hand, will be full of dread since she'll fear this could lead to the whole truth coming out. Since Lois wants to keep Giovanni, Palmieri's Giovanni Mazza, parentage buried, she'll know that could be tougher now. Chase may make things more complicated with an upcoming suggestion. It'll catch Brooklyn by surprise, so Chase may have an idea about how to locate her grown child if she truly wants to reunite. Chase will once again turn to Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprigna, as his confidant, so that could spell trouble, too. Dante had a fling with Brooklyn when they were teens, so he could start connecting dots if he gets secret pregnancy updates. However, it's Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, who may pose the real threat when it comes to exploding secrets down the road. Lulu will suspect something's up, so her investigation could lead to chaos all around. Over with Olivia Quartermaine, Lisa Lo-Cicero, she'll have a proposal for Caerly to consider. Caerly will have a lot on her plate, but Olivia will deliver a pitch along with some positive predictions about her grand plans. General Hospital spoilers say the week of February 24 to 28 will bring some exciting news and downward spirals, so stay tuned. CDL will have other great General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news and updates, so make us your go-to GH source. General Hospital spoilers. The price Jocelyn has to pay for killing Cyrus, is it worth it? General Hospital GH spoilers tease that Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, shot an axe-wielding Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, at the picturesque Potok cabin in the woods. We thought we were in for a major whodunit, with half of PC threatening to take the former crime lord down. It was surprising to see Cyrus go out with a bang so soon, his executor in full view. Who didn't suspect that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, or Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprigna, would do the dirty deed? Jocelyn kills Cyrus. Jocelyn can claim self-defense since Cyrus was ready to chop her up into a million pieces after she figured out that he killed Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, and Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. Jocelyn shot the bad guy with Dex's gun and he spit out, "Now you're the murderer." Touché. Jocelyn was in shock when she called Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, the helpful WSB agent dating her mom. Why not call Jason or Caerly Spencer, Laura Wright? Who does Jocelyn Jacks trust? Her split-second decision has set in motion many tantalizing storylines. Can Jocelyn keep quiet or will she blurt out the horrible truth to a loved one like Trina Robinson, Tayana Ali? Why does Jack want to cover up the crime? Is he trying to frame or blackmail Jason? Clearly, Joss has a price to pay for taking a life. Cyrus, words will forever haunt her since she's made it a point to hate on Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, for being a killer. But there could be a bigger price to pay, being beholden to Jack and the WSB. What price will Joss pay for killing Cyrus? Jack is a crafty guy who is not above doing whatever it takes to get what he wants. And he wants Jason Morgan to work for him. Jason refused, but we predict Jack hasn't given up on his notion. If this is the case, Joss is in a world of hurt. She must do whatever he says, because he has the power to ruin her life. She should have thought of this before confiding in a murderous double agent. Will Joss' brash actions cause chaos for the people she loves? Or will she come through a hero with a life destined to be lived undercover? Tell us what you think of this shocking storyline twist, GH fans. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with General Hospital right now. Come back here often for GH spoilers, news, and updates, and make us your favorite hotspot. General Hospital spoilers. Jocelyn's life-changing choice. Will Cyrus, killer, confess to clear Jason? General Hospital GH spoilers reveal that Jocelyn Jax, Eden McCoy, is on the verge of making a life-changing choice. Will Cyrus Renault's Jeff Kober killer confess to save top suspect Jason Morgan, Steve Burton? Jocelyn will start the week of February 24 to 28 on a very nervous note. When Trina Robinson, Tayana Ali, senses that something's off and starts fishing for info on Jocelyn's whereabouts last night, it'll leave Joss on edge. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, will land in some trouble now that Cyrus has disappeared. There are hints to suggest that Jack Brennan's Chris McKenna might have a hand in some proof that'll point in Jason's direction. Whatever the case, Jason's freedom will be at stake as this story progresses. Even without Cyrus' body, the cops are going to be looking closely at Jason and investigating whether he might have taken the villain out. GH spoilers for February 25 indicate that Jason will find himself backed into a corner. The situation won't be looking good for Jason, so is that why Jocelyn will make a life-changing choice on February 26? Caerly Spencer, Laura Wright, will end up rattled in the aftermath of Jocelyn's decision, so it's possible Joss will march herself down to the PCPD and confess. If Jocelyn genuinely believes Jason could go down for what she did, she surely won't let that happen. Danny Morgan, Asher Antonizan, already lost one parent when Cyrus targeted Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, so Jocelyn won't want him to lose Jason now. Jocelyn also cares deeply for Jason as someone who's basically part of her family, so there's no way she could live with herself if he went to prison for her. Of course, it's possible Jocelyn will decide to confess, only to be stopped by Brennan in the end. Perhaps Brennan will push Jocelyn to just trust him and see that the cops don't have enough to lock Jason up. Then again, Jocelyn's life-changing choice might involve a deal with Brennan. As long as Jason stays out of the slammer, Jocelyn might vow to join the WSB like Brennan wants. In other words, Brennan could use all the suspicions swirling around Jason to force Jocelyn into an agreement. Jocelyn might negotiate with Brennan and decide she's on board with making the WSB her future, but only if Jason remains a free man. No matter how it all plays out, our predictions point to Jocelyn's shaking up her life in a big way thanks to what she decides. General Hospital spoilers say Jocelyn has some great scenes in the works, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news ahead. CDL's the place to be for sizzling General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news and updates, so drop by often for more GH details.